Why do we expect an 18-year-old to carry the weight of a billion-dollar institution on his shoulders? For weeks, the narrative was simple. Lamine Yamal was fading. They called it burnout. They blamed the curse of the number 10. For the first time, Barcelona's golden boy looked human, isolated, triple-teamed, physically overwhelmed. But on a Saturday night at the Spotify Camp Nou, something shifted. The hesitation disappeared. The smile came back, and the human reminded us why he was never normal to begin with. A ruthless hat trick against Villarreal, 100 direct goal contributions before most teenagers have finished school. This isn't just a comeback story, it's an evolution. Today, we break down how Hansi Flick rebalanced the system, how he stopped asking Yamal to be everything and allowed him to be lethal. Because Lamine Yamal isn't just gifted, he might already be the most dangerous 1v1 winger of the modern era, and that should terrify Europe. To understand the hat trick, you have to understand the pain that came before it. After the match, Yamal admitted something few expected. "I wasn't feeling well. I had pubalgia. I wasn't happy playing." Pubalgia. For most fans, it's just a medical term. For a winger, it's a nightmare. It attacks the groin, the engine of acceleration, the first step, the sudden change of direction, that half-second explosion that separates talent from chaos. For weeks, that explosion was gone. Yamal wasn't beating defenders, he was absorbing contact. He wasn't isolating fullbacks, he was surrounded. Double teams, triple teams, constant physical battles. And when your game is built on joy, when your confidence lives in that first touch, even a small physical limitation feels like a cage. But here's where Hansi Flick changed the narrative. He didn't panic, he didn't bench him, and most importantly, he didn't overprotect him. The match against third-placed Villarreal wasn't supposed to be comfortable, but from the first whistle, Yamal didn't look cautious, he looked free. Goal 1, minute 28. The solution. One touch, a drilled finish, no hesitation. That's not a teenager scoring, that's a forward who trusts his body again. Goal 2, minute 38. That half-second acceleration, that's what pubalgia had taken away. Top corner, no apology. The smile returns. Goal 3, minute 69. This one matters the most. 1v1 with the keeper. No rush, no drama, just composure. Because the final stage of development isn't skill, it's control. That was the first hat trick of his career, but more importantly, it was the first time in weeks he looked in control of the game again. Yamal became the first 18-year-old to score a La Liga hat trick since 1967, nearly 60 years. This wasn't just a big night, it was the reactivation of something Barcelona hasn't seen. Now let's remove the emotion. Let's look at the numbers. 100 direct goal contributions before turning 19. 48 goals, 52 assists, club and country combined. At 18, most elite players are still adapting to senior football. Yamal is already dictating it. This season alone, highest-rated dribbler in world football right now. Not aesthetically, impactfully. His expected threat from carries, the value generated purely from running with the ball, is higher than Vinícius Jr., higher than Dembele. That matters, because Yamal doesn't just beat defenders, he bends defensive structures. When he receives the ball, entire backlines shift towards him. Fullbacks narrow, midfielders collapse, and that gravity creates oxygen for Lewandowski, for Rafinha, for late runners arriving unmarked. This isn't flair, this is systemic influence. Hansi Flick summarized the challenge in one sentence. The opponent plays 2 or 3 players against him. That used to be the trap, now it's the weapon. In the past, when Yamal was isolated on the touchline, those double and triple teams felt suffocating. He had space in front of him, but no angles. Under Hansi Flick, that changed. Yamal is no longer glued to the wing. He drifts inside. He operates between the fullback and the center back, in the half spaces, football's most dangerous corridors. And here's why that matters. When three defenders collapse on a player hugging the sideline, the damage is limited. But when they collapse centrally, they tear their own defensive structure apart. Midfield lines stretch, center backs step out, passing lanes open behind them. Yamal isn't escaping pressure, he's relocating it. His resurgence isn't just physical recovery, it's spatial intelligence. At 18, he's not just reacting to defenders, he's manipulating them. And that's a different level of danger.